So it's Saturday, next push day is about to go down, and the last time I pushed may have been on a Sunday or a Saturday, so it's been about a week or 6 days, and as you guys know, that's a little bit far apart as far as my frequency goes. I usually train a muscle every 3 to 5 days, but when you're staying sore, or you're not recovering, or you're losing some sleep and you got a lot of shit to do, maybe it's not the best idea. And this week was that for me. I had an anatomy test Tuesday, an anatomy test Wednesday, and a presentation on a 15 or 12 page paper I'm writing. It was like the preliminary presentation, and then this coming Monday I have another anatomy test, so that's 3 anatomy tests in 6 days and a presentation. Believe it or not, it's literally what's going down, and while it's not too hard and I'm not complaining, I just don't have time to be training every day, making videos every day and doing that stuff, so I cut back my training. And with the sleep schedule I've had, which is why it's like 11:30 a.m. and I'm going to the gym now, it's been pretty crazy, but I'm used to it. It's just not as easy as to wake up at 9 or 8 every day and get done early in the night. So with that said, I'm just gonna shut up, drink this pre-workout and get going. Let's get this down. 170 mg of caffeine. It's a little much. And the orange tank means we're going pretty heavy today. That's right. Let's see what pretty heavy for me is now. It's been a long time since I've benched over 225. Probably over a month and a half. Let's get it. Thank you guys. See you in the gym. Peace. This kid found his number today, but I doubt it's coming to train. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But let me
you want to get it after you say? Yeah,
I just got here, so.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, we'll shoot the shit in a minute.
Oh, okay, for sure. I'm a deadlift today, so I'll be there.
Perfect.
Sure, but let me know if you need a spot.
Yeah, I might. Boy Kevin always coming through when I'm here, so we'll probably start training together a little bit. 205. Alright guys, now we're hitting 225. I'm still struggling to get this bar really under control, so I rotated it a bit and we'll see if it feels better. I'm gonna just shut the fuck up and train now though. Let's go. No. Alright guys, she's feeling heavy, but she's moving, so a few minutes has gone by, we're gonna hit it again. Let's do this right.
Same thing, right?
Yep. We hit 245 for a couple working sets and I'm really happy. Now, we're gonna get on this bad boy. Alright guys, so just a couple quick voiceovers. If you guys check this video out, you'll notice that I hit 245, and that's my first time benching over 225 at this gym, and I've been going to this gym for at least a month. So I keep complaining about how the barbells feel weird, and they do. At 24-Hour Fitness, anytime I found a straight skinny bar, I would unrack it and I would feel perfectly balanced. But here, every time I get above 135, I start to feel like I'm being pulled one way, usually to the left side. So I gotta watch that and maybe select a different barbell, but I'm gonna not really max out or get close to it until I can figure it out. So good bench session though, lots of volume, 245 felt great and I can't complain. All right guys, so the incline was easy. We hit 2 straight sets to like RPE 9. And now I'm doing a little bit of standing overhead dumbbell, really focusing on contracting the shoulders, full range of motion and not kind of doing a choppy upper chest motion, but a full range, like behind the neck style lockout. So let's do my second and my last set of that. All right guys, and on this day I did do a little bit of arm isolation. I just did 1 arm overhead extensions for a few sets, which I didn't film. I don't know why, I guess I forgot. But after doing that one arm overhead extension, I went into up and down planks, and instead of doing bicep curls for the biceps, I just did more of a compound movement. I just did chin-ups or close grip lat pull downs. With the neutral grip, it's just easier to say, I guess, chin downs. And I was debating, should I do a few sets of bis, or should I just maybe do an arm or a back movement? And since I was taking tomorrow off, or the day after this workout off, I just did underhand pull downs, because that's gonna fully activate the bicep if you stretch out and bring it all the way down and get some more back work into you, because that never hurts. So thanks for watching this one, guys. Peace. I hope it was helpful. So what is up, guys? I'm gonna try to do this in one shot. This is all you need to know about my 2 favorite growth hormone releasing peptides for research purposes only. So on the left we have CJC 1295 with DAC, that is with DAC, not to be confused with without. And on the right side we have GHRP2. So these two are gonna be used in conjunction. CJC is normally sold in 2 milligram vials, and GHRP is normally in 5 milligram vials. Other than that, that's pretty much all you need to know. Now, just a few things with these two. How do we mix them? Well, inside of each of them, you're going to have little powder, white powder. It's very, very easy to see. And you might be thinking, well, what do I do with that powder? And that's pretty simple. But first, we should have a basic understanding of what's being drawn here. It is an insulin syringe that is 100 units or 1 milliliter. That's right, 1 milliliter per syringe. Now, dosages for these two are gonna be 500 to 1,000 per dose of CJC. So that's 1 milliliter, or 1 milligram, I should say, because 1,000 micrograms is gonna be 1 milligram. And for GHRP2, you're just gonna wanna do about 100 micrograms. Now, you may be wondering, like I said before, how do I mix this? Well, you're gonna need another, I guess, variable in here. And that's gonna be bacteriostatic water. And of course, all of these things can be bought online with a credit card legally. So let's just keep this going. To start, we're gonna mix the CJC with DAC. And again, that was a 2 milligram vial, or 2,000 micrograms. So micrograms just being less than a milligram, of course. So on the insulin syringe, as said before, 100 units is the total capacity, which is also 1 milliliter. So what we're gonna do is take 1 milliliter out of the bacteriostatic water, which is why I drew pink inside the syringe, implying that we took pink fluid, which is clear, but we took from the pink vial bacteriostatic water. And we're gonna put that into the CJC twice. So now in the CJC we have mixed solution, 2 milliliters of water and 2 milligrams of CJC. So how do we get a 700 microgram dose, since we want to dose 500 to 1,000? Well, that's easy. You put 2 full syringes in, so that's going to be about 700 micrograms. 700 times 3 is 2,100, and we started with 2,000 micrograms. So we'll call it about 70 units, which is going to be 700 micrograms, which is going to be 7/10 of a syringe. And there you go. You get about 3 uses, 1 time per week of 700. So that covered CJC. Now let's do GHRP2. Again, similar concept. We're gonna go with our bacteriostatic water. And differently than with the CJC, since we're dealing with, in this case, a 5 milligram vial of GHRP2, we're gonna add in some more water because we only had 2 milligrams of the other. So here, again, we're gonna fill a syringe to 100 units, but we're gonna do it 5 times of the water. And then we're gonna take those 5 full syringes, obviously, and put them into the GHRP2 vial. Now in the vial, we have the powder and the water mixed. 5 milliliters of water and 5 milligrams of the solution. So now we are good to go. And what is next, of course? Well, we're gonna dose 100 micrograms. So if you've put in 5 syringes, 5 milliliters of fluid, 10 ticks, 1/10 of the syringe, AKA 10 units only, is gonna give you 100 micrograms, and you're gonna do that 2 to 3 times a week. So the way I always did it was take a syringe, fill it, and then figure out how much each 10 units is gonna give you. And in this case, we wanna kinda go to 1-to-1 ratio. We're gonna put 5 milliliters into 5 milligrams, so 10 ticks is gonna give you your 100. Thank you guys.